And somehow they managed to. You see that on the angle? They were almost forcing Munster to go left, and Munster went right anyway.
In fact, it was Jose Gear, the left winger, who was out there, but there was no one else.
Stringer's okay.
Well, wonderful effort, Munster. If he kicks the goal, the crowd will go mad. And I'd say he's liable to, too. Yeehaw. Oof. Well, there's a match.
It was a beautifully worked try. So it's 16 points to 10. Couple of minutes left in the first half. As Donald kicks off, and nicely claimed by Filippo.
Beautifully claimed.
Comes now to Wepu. Away it goes for Donald. Just lost the ball for a moment, got it back, and waded through a couple of tackles. Ball lost forward though.
Well, this is exactly what Munster wanted. They've got themselves back in front, and they've got the All Blacks making mistakes. That's the formula that upsets in these provincial games is so often built on.
Touch, pause, engage.
Stringer feeds. Stringer, still plenty of time to run. Jane waits. Warwick waiting back. Immediately thinks, how can we open this up? Gives it off to Dowling, spiralling down to Rokethoko. In a bit of space for Rokethoko. Warwick has got back again, standing just out from the 22. It's a pretty good kick away, but it's been kept in by Wepu. Crowd are booing because they felt there was a late tackle. Don't think so, though. And the All Blacks just out from their own 22 by 5 metres. Now Flynn works it off to Toiava. Toiava has support from Corey Flynn. Oh, he got hit high by Lafemi Murphy. Clearly a high tackle.
He saw him coming. He needed actually to flick the ball to Donald, but I think he saw him coming from the side. He thought self-preservation here.
Well, they're just wondering whether they've got time for a line out here. No, they're going to tap it.
They didn't get the answer they wanted from the referee, so Puri Wepu shrugs his way through a couple. Franks plays halfback. Now Donald for Flynn. Snapped up by Rokethoko. Now Filippo off to Thompson. Thompson looks to make some ground. Defence holding up. We're at the halfway point in the game. Next time dead, you'd imagine the whistle will go. Back for Jason Eaton. Tui Tavaki losing concentration, but snapped up and kept going. Now Wepu for Donald. Rokethoko. Boy, the defence is good.
5 phases.
All Blacks have fundamentally gone nowhere. Just looking to breach this defence somehow. Here's Tui Tavaki. They pour in again, looking for quick turnover ball. McIntosh puts his head down. Looks to free it up again.
No real shape in the All Black attack at the moment, though. They're all bunched up. Now they're starting to spread out.
Missed altogether. Now Tuatavaki taken again. Or was it Toiava it was? And now they're back on their own side of halfway, and the ball's going to be turned over here. And away goes big Donica Ryan. Tremendous play by Munster. They should hold the half-time lead here as Stringer kicks it away downfield. Taken by Jane, and into touch he goes. And that is half-time at Thorman Park.
Well, the wise old head of Paul Stringer at the end, he thought, we've got a lead here, we want to go into the half, and I'll tell you what, they deserve it too. They've played extremely well, they've dominated possession, they've kept hold of the ball for a number of phases, Munster. They've actually played the All Blacks at their own game. They've done something their national team couldn't do. New Zealand, they had their moments, but they weren't able to finish some of those beautiful movements.
So it's a try apiece in the first half. Barry Murphy for Munster and Stephen Donald, all the points for the All Blacks. But at halftime here at Thorman Park in Limerick, Munster lead the All Blacks by 16-10. Thorman Park in Limerick, and at half-time here, Munster leading the All Blacks by 16-10, and deservedly so. A try apiece in that first half. Murphy for Munster and Stephen Donald a try for the All Blacks. In fact, he's got all the points. So let's go right back to the start. And Doug Howlett and the three other members of the Munster squad performing the haka. And once play was underway, it was fast and furious. All Blacks conceded an early penalty, and Paul Warwick has been kicking really well. Now the All Blacks come bouncing back. They get a penalty, and Stephen Donald's first attempt goes between the posts as well, so it's 3-3 at that stage. But really the first half, Murray, did belong to Munster, let's be fair.
Well, it did indeed. In fact, when I looked at the stats board, they seem to have won most of the phases, but have a look at this here. They really are they've got poise, and they have good vision. They're watching the game, they're playing the game as it unfolds. New Zealand very good on the break on a number of occasions. Good break there, Toiava, Nesson feeding it on, and Donald just pumping off that left foot, so he's so strong close to line and nailing it. That put New Zealand ahead.
Yeah, nice try by Stephen Donald, and the All Blacks had a lead at that point by 10 points to 9 as he converted his own try, so 10 points to 9. But this was a beautifully worked try from a set piece. Barry Murphy, unopposed, the right winger, scored the try. 16 points to 10 with the conversion made by Warwick. And that is the story at halftime as we look at the stats.
Well, the key really with Munster came back when they needed to come back. When I look at the stats board, they really have had an edge here. They've won possession and territory, you'll see. But the areas that I think that are really crucial that show the game is they've beaten the All Blacks at the breakdown turnover. That doesn't happen too often. They've also got a big lead in the lineouts, 6-1. So New Zealand have only won one lineout. That means that New Zealand is putting it into touch. And minutes in the 22, they are up there, 6-4. In fact, they're ahead. The area that I think New Zealand